Did you know that one simple leaf used in Chinese medicine for over 1,000 years can lower blood sugar, help with belly fat, and even reduce cholesterol? It's not actually hype though, because modern research is now confirming what these ancient doctors already knew. And in this video, I'll show you exactly why mulberry leaf, sangye, might be one of the most powerful natural remedies you've never heard of. Hi guys, I'm Dr. Alex Hein, board licensed doctor of acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine, and author of the health book Master the Day. So let's jump in. Now let's talk about the history of mulberry leaf first, or sangye. You know what's fascinating about mulberry leaf? It's not just a medicine, it's actually a plant that has literally shaped the course of all of Chinese history. Because for thousands of years, entire dynasties depended on mulberry trees, because their leaves are the only thing that silkworms will eat. So no mulberry, no silk, and no silk, there would have been really no Silk Road, no Chinese empire built on this shimmering thread that the world craved. But while emperors obsessed over silk, doctors were looking at the very same leaves in a different way. In the Yellow Emperor's Classic, one of the oldest medical texts in the world in our profession, mulberry leaf was described as an herb that could cool heat and generate fluids. Whenever someone was wasting away with constant thirst or fatigue or weight loss, what they called 小克, and we now call diabetes, mulberry leaf tea was often prescribed. And it wasn't just medicine for the elite either. Unlike the exotic roots like ginseng that only the wealthy could afford, mulberry trees grew everywhere. They grew from palace gardens to village paths. So anyone could pluck a handful of leaves, brew them into a tea, and treat everyday problems like thirst, cough, or irritated eyes. So it was truly the medicine of the people. But then you have the Taoists, the ancient seekers of longevity. They saw the mulberry trees as almost immortal. Some mulberry trees can live hundreds of years, and Taoist sages believed that the leaves carried the same energy of longevity. So they drank the mulberry teas and added the powdered leaves into their elixirs, saying it kept the body cool, the blood pure, and the spirit calm. So mulberry leaf wasn't just about silk or just about medicine. It became this powerful symbol connecting emperors, peasants, and sages alike. From the wealth of the Silk Road, to the wisdom of the Yellow Emperor, to the Taoist search for immortality, it all comes back to this simple leaf. Now in Chinese folklore, the mulberry was linked to the world tree and the cycles of the sun. You know, ancient texts described a mythical Fusang tree in the east, where the sun rose every morning. But for Taoists, this tied mulberry to that mystical renewal, rebirth, and cosmic order. And these were qualities they wanted to absorb through their diet and through their herbs. But mulberry leaves were also in longevity elixirs. The Taoist alchemists experimented with countless herbs and minerals and animal products to create these kind of alchemical elixirs for immortality. Now, mulberry leaf, which was sangye, and mulberry fruit, sangshen, often appeared in Taoist health regimens because they were believed to purify the blood, brighten the eyes, calm the spirit, and extend life. But records in texts like the Bencao Gangmu in the Ming Dynasty note that Taoist adepts consumed mulberry preparations as part of their yangsheng, or longevity practices. From the Taoist point of view, we say that longevity was often about cooling the body and reducing the internal fire. Anger, passion, overwhelm, overexertion, which they believe burned up life force or your essence, called jing. But mulberry leaf had cooling properties. It was thought to extinguish that excessive heat, protect your yin fluids, and also preserve vitality. Basically, like literally preventing the burnout of life essence. And this matched their pursuit of qingjing, which is clarity and stillness in both your body and in mind. But it was also used, practically speaking, in Taoist diets. So for example, mulberry leaves were dried and ground into powders. They were also added into teas, or even mixed into congee, like for breakfast, as a tonic. And sometimes it was combined with chrysanthemum, zhuhua, or Romania shengdi in anti-aging brews. The fruits were even fermented into tonics or wines that were believed to strengthen the kidneys and the liver. Now, if you're interested in using powerful herbs like mulberry leaf for your own health, I put together a free guide called The Best Chinese Herbs You Should Know About. It's right below this video, and it's an easy download that walks you through my top picks for energy, skin, metabolism, and more. So you can grab it free in the description of this video here below. Now, what does modern scientific research actually say though? Here's where it gets exciting. So modern science shows that mulberry leaf contains a compound called DNJ. This acts almost like a natural alpha glucosidase inhibitor, meaning it slows down the breakdown of carbs into sugar. So when they've done clinical studies on mulberry, sangye, they found 1, it can lower your post-meal blood sugar spike. 2, it can reduce your total cholesterol and triglycerides. 3, it can improve your HDL, good cholesterol. And 4, it can even reduce fat accumulation in the liver and around the belly. Now, one really cool study found that the diabetic patients taking mulberry leaf extract reduced their A1C levels by nearly 11% in just 12 weeks. Just, if that doesn't sound like a lot, that's on par with some medications. Now, how would you actually take this on a daily basis? You know, traditionally in Chinese medicine, you'd make a tea out of the dried leaves. So you could drink it hot or cold, we would bring it to a boil and then simmer it. It has a kind of mild or slightly sweet taste. Now, the dosages used in clinical trials usually are 1 to 3 grams a day of extract, usually in capsules, which is equivalent to about 5 to 15 grams per day of the dried leaf tea. So that's more like the traditional Chinese medicine dosage that we use. How long you have to take it for is, generally speaking, 4 to 12 weeks. Almost any time I'm treating patients for high blood sugar or A1C, we need to treat them for 3 months plus to see a really significant effect. And again, in that one trial, they found that A1C went down by 11% in diabetics, and the blood sugar and cholesterol significantly went down too. Now don't forget, guys, that other guide I've included down here below on some of the most essential healing herbs from traditional Chinese medicine. And if you've made it this far into this video, chances are this message has connected with you on a deeper level. And whether it is you're trying to treat anxiety or depression or digestive problems or something else going on, you probably are trying to get to the root cause because taking medications forever, or your labs look fine but you don't feel fine, or you don't really trust your doctor's advice, then you probably need to find some specified, highly specialized, targeted advice. Well, I work with a limited number of new patients in my clinic in Los Angeles, or virtually via telemedicine, and we basically focus on getting to the root cause of the actual symptoms. If taking medication till the day you die is not an acceptable answer to you, which it isn't to me, I'd highly recommend find a time to book a visit or book a free consultation. You can just go to dralexheyne.com/clinic and read more information in the bio below where we have the clinic information as well. Before you go, I have another amazing video here on Chinese herbs used for diabetes above.